Hello and welcome to Bestling. This is a video on the history of all 26 letters in the modern English alphabet. Some of their histories are quite simple and others are very interesting and complex. I hope you enjoy it. The letter A comes from the ancient Greek alpha. The Greeks got the alpha from the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians used a letter in the basic shape of an ox head called aleph. The letter actually represented the glottal stop, which is produced by closing the glottis, but the ancient Greeks didn't hear the stop and assumed it made an ah sound. They turned the letter 90 degrees, and the alpha was created. We got B from the ancient Greek beta, and the ancient Greeks got it from the Phoenician letter bet, and the Phoenicians got it from the Egyptian hieroglyph pur, which represented a house. The letter C is from the ancient Greek gamma, which is from the Phoenician gimel, which represented a camel and possibly a throwing stick. The letter D comes from the ancient Greek delta. The ancient Greeks got it from the Phoenician letter daleth, which represented a door. This symbol may have originally been a fish. The letter E is from the ancient Greek letter epsilon. The ancient Greeks got it from the Phoenician he, which represented a person praying and maybe a window. And because the Greeks didn't have this sound, they made it into the vowel epsilon. Is from the Etruscan letter that represented the V sound. This came from the ancient Greek digamma. Digamma was two gammas put together, and it actually made the W sound. The letter G was probably invented by someone named Spurius Cornelius Ruga. In Latin, both the G and C noises were made by the letter C. Ruga was confused as to why his name had both C and G noises if only C was written, so he added a stroke to the letter C when it made the G noise. H comes from the ancient Greek eta, and eta came from the Phoenician heth, which was a representation of a fence. And again, the Greeks didn't have this sound, so they made it into a vowel. The letter I came from the ancient Greek iota. Iota is from the Phoenician letter yod. Yod was supposed to be a hand or even an entire arm. The letter J was originally the same as the letter I. In medieval times, the I, J, and Y sounds were all represented with I. So people would add a small tail if it made a Y noise, such as in German, or the J noise, such as in French. K is from the ancient Greek letter kappa, which is from the Phoenician kap, which represented the palm of a hand. Originally, K was only used to write the C sound in Greek names. L is from the ancient Greek letter lambda, which is from the Phoenician lamed, which is an ox stick. M is from the ancient Greek letter mi, which is from the Phoenician mem, which represented water. N is from the ancient Greek letter ni, which is from the Phoenician nun, which represented a fish. O is from the ancient Greek omicron, which is from the Phoenician chayin. Chayin represented an eye, and again the Greeks didn't have this sound, so they made it into the vowel omicron. P is from the ancient Greek letter P, which is from the Phoenician pe, or mouth. Q is from the Phoenician kof, or monkey. It may have originally been a knot. R is from the ancient Greek rho, which is from the Phoenician resh. The Romans added an extra stroke to help differentiate it from P. S is from the ancient Greek sigma, which is from the Phoenician shin, or bow. T is from the ancient Greek tau. Tau is from the Phoenician tau. U is a variation of the letter V. In Latin, V represented both the U and the similar W sound. U was made to differentiate the vowel from the semivowel. V is from the ancient Greek upsilon, and upsilon is from the Phoenician letter wow, or hook. W was made to represent the W noise when both U and V were the same letter. This was because people started to use V for the U, W, and W sounds, and people wanted a way to represent just the W sound. X is from the ancient Greek chi and xi, which are from the Phoenician letter samech, or fish, because they had multiple characters for fish. Y was not used in native Latin words. Instead, it made the U sound in Greek names. It was a substitute for the Greek upsilon, which made an E noise. Z is from the ancient Greek zeta, which is from the Phoenician zayin, which represented some kind of a weapon, probably a sword. Z was not common in Latin, but languages like Old French and some Germanic languages popularized it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.